so I should probably drink more to ignore that more. And like, you know, so it gets into, you know, it can affect your...
I devised the Spock pinch. Did you ever see me do that on the show? You never saw that.
Do you believe getting drunk ends with ordinary people? That's a big no. You might be surprised, but your favorite Hollywood star might be drunk all the time. Care to find out? Join us as we review 25 Hollywood stars who struggled with alcoholism. Number 25. Frank Sinatra. Let's start with Frank Sinatra's popular quote, "I feel sorry for people that don't drink because when they wake up in the morning, that is the best they're going to feel all day." Does that quote get your eye rolling? You don't have to. There is still more to know about Sinatra's addiction to alcohol. Sinatra is a big face in the Golden Age era, thrilling the fans with his spectacular acting skills and adding a bonus of his good skills with jazz and the beautiful high life. Selling out shows and concerts was the easiest thing for Sinatra to do, thanks to his dexterity and great performances. When it comes to celebrating a big success, a bottle of alcohol comes in handy. However, he became so accustomed to the bottle that he couldn't let it go. Sinatra was dubbed the King of Jack Daniels. Why? The talented actor cannot do without gulping a bottle of the popular alcohol brand daily. You will say that is huge, but to Sinatra, there is nothing as normal. Did the alcohol have effects on him? It certainly had. His co-workers said that Sinatra often gets highly temperamental when he stretches beyond his alcohol gauge. Talk about honoring the legend. There is no better way than for him to journey to the realm beyond with a bottle of his favorite drink, Jack Daniel, beside him. That was certainly what they did when burying the movie legend and music maestro Frank Sinatra. Number 24. Richard Burton. Richard Burton is credited as one of the greatest actors of the 20th century. His strong stage performance and distinctive voice are charming enough to get you glued to him. Beyond his successful acting career, what else is Burton known for? It is alcohol. The legendary actor is recognized for emptying 2 bottles of vodka daily. That is too much, strangely, not for Burton. The Shakespearean movie legend started drinking at the early age of 11. That is not strange at all. His biological father, Dick Jenkins, was a known alcoholic. Although Burton distanced himself from his father, changing his name to Burton, his acting mentor, that did not stop him from inheriting his father's bad manners. Burton was so sure of his alcohol capacity. He once boasted that he could drink a half-gallon of cognac or a fifth of whiskey during one night's stage performance. Burton wasn't only addicted to alcohol, but he was also addicted to cigarettes. Graham Jenkins, Burton's brother, revealed that the talented movie actor smokes at least 100 cigarettes a day. As strange as that sounds, many other facts have verified it. The effect of this recklessness came back to haunt. He was diagnosed with enlarged kidneys, cirrhosis, and kidney disease in 1981. After battling with these complicated health problems, the biggest one came in 1984, which killed him. He died of intracerebral hemorrhage at age 58. Number 23. Elizabeth Taylor. Taylor's marriage to Richard Burton in 1964 was a marriage of 2 alcohol addicts. The two met on the set of Cleopatra in 1963. Since they have a common denominator of substance abuse, love is sure to click in. Elizabeth's journey into alcohol and substance abuse stems from her several health challenges. She was born with scoliosis, leading her to have constant back pain. Aside from that, she broke her back while filming National Velvet in 1944. The fracture was left undetected until it grew to become a chronic pain. Therefore, the use of alcohol and painkillers was a way for the young, beautiful actress to cope with her situation. The bad side was that she got addicted to it and had several drinking sprees with her partner. Between December 1983 and January 1984, she was treated for substance addiction at Betty Ford Center, making her the first celebrity to admit herself to a clinic openly. However, the treatment won't take out the addiction entirely. She relapsed in 1988 and continued to struggle with alcohol. In the last 20 years of her life, she suffered several chronic illnesses. She later died of congestive heart failure at the age of 79 in 2011. Number 22. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford is a big figure in the Golden Age era. She belongs to the circle of a few hard-working celebrities who rose from nothing to becoming one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Adding to her success in acting, she was the Pepsi Goodwill Ambassador, traveling over 100 miles in 1966 for the company. With such a crucial position in Pepsi's non-alcoholic company, the least expected thing is being addicted to alcohol. However, the opposite was the case. Crawford was addicted to alcohol, particularly vodka, in her later years. Christiana Crawford, the adopted daughter of Joan Crawford, emphasized this unbelievable revelation in her 1978 memoirs of her mother, titled Madam Dearest. She described Crawford as an alcoholic mother who was sometimes abusive. She said that the superstar actress would carry a flask filled with alcohol to hide her bad habit. However, reports have it that Crawford's alcohol lifestyle didn't hurt her career. She later died of a heart attack at age 69. Number 21. Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy's greatest success as an actor came with his portrayal of Spock in Star Trek. He played Vulcan, Mr. Spock. However, behind the movie's glamour, something dangerous was creeping in. Nimoy revealed that his journey into alcoholism started in the second and third years of filming Star Trek. He said that he takes a cup of alcohol to relax after every last movie shot. The cool-off drinking session metamorphoses into addiction. Determined to overcome, he sought treatment in rehab. He came out free, overcoming alcohol addiction. However, Nimoy was diagnosed with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease in January 2014. The diagnosis was an underlying effect of his substance addiction. Although he had moved on from the addiction 30 years before the diagnosis, he later died of it in 2015. Number 20. Cary Grant. Talk about another actor who had it rough with alcohol. Cary Grant will be the next on the list. Cary's exposure to alcohol misuse started from his father's experience. One could believe that Grant won't take this dangerous path. We are wrong all along. As Grant became famous, the use of alcohol became one of the means to celebrate his success and cope with the acting stress and drama. Realizing his rough battle with alcohol, he went for treatment. Cary was one of the few people who agreed to take LSD treatment. Barring the controversy and fear surrounding the treatment, he took the risk and went ahead with the treatment. The decision came with several complications, including hallucinations and weird experiences. The good thing is that the treatment did work, and he was able to overcome the alcohol addiction. He died of a stroke at age 82 in 1986. Number 19. Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed is one of the hard guy actors appearing in the 1960s movies. His appearances comprise The Curse of Werewolf in 1961 and The Pirates of Blood River in 1962. Living up to this hard life on screen, Reed was fueling his extreme lifestyle with alcohol. He took up the excessive habit of binge drinking. In one of these binge drinking sessions, he revealed that partnering with his 36 friends, they went on a strong drink party. The friends emptied 60 gallons of beer, 32 bottles of scotch, 17 bottles of gin, and the list continued. When the time came for Reed to comment about his experience, he said that he took 106 pints of beer in a 2 days drinking binge. As impossible as that sounds, it did happen. Reed's deep addiction to alcohol led him to serious issues in his career. Many times, he appears drunk in an interview. At other times, he acted strangely on a movie set. One of his colleagues, Sir Christopher Lee, commented on Reed's irrational acts, saying that when he started, after drinking number 8, he became a complete monster. It was awful to see. He paid the price for his extreme act on December 1987, after falling sick with gout. On May 22, 1999, he died of heart failure at the age of 61. Number 18. Michael Landon. Michael Landon is popular for his appearances in television series. He earned significant recognition for his appearances in movies such as Bonanza, Little House on the Prairie, and Highway to Heaven. Landon appears as the face of ideal characters based on his roles. However, a conflicting fact opposes this claim. Initially, Landon's addiction to alcohol wasn't obvious. People believe that he has an occasional journey with alcohol. A closer view revealed otherwise. Landon added vodka to his coffee and soda. Later, it was revealed that he was addicted to the use of vodka and substances. Later on in his life, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, a follow-up to his struggles with alcohol and substance addiction. He died in May 2009. Number 17. Dean Martin. Dean Martin is known for portraying a drunk man on stage. He holds a glass of whiskey right on stage, making the tipsy move to get the audience rolling in laughter. However, the audience might have been deceived into believing that what Martin drinks is alcohol. Often, the glass cup is filled with weak scotch and soda, and sometimes with apple juice. From this truth, Martin might not fit too well on the list of actors addicted to alcohol. Yet, he wasn't clean of substance abuse. Following his death on September 1993, it was revealed that he died of lung cancer, a result that stemmed from his lifelong heavy smoking lifestyle. Number 16. Barbara Payton. Barbara Payton is a beautiful and fast-growing actress, winning massive recognition in the 1950s. Many people believe she will be the next big star in Hollywood, rivaling iconic actresses like Marilyn Monroe. However, her lifestyle of alcohol and substance abuse cast a big shadow on her thriving career. This addiction led her to multiple legal tussles with the law. Barbara's desire for alcohol grew uncontrollable, causing her emotional and physical breakdown. Due to her emotional instability, she was involved in 5 marriages within a short period. The big sad news broke out in 1967. The promising actress fell ill and died of heart failure at the age of 39. Number 15. Richard Harris. Richard Harris is another legend in Hollywood, taking big recognition in the acting sphere and also having a major influence in music. However, stardom comes with its dark side. He was popular for portraying the hard guy in movies. The Grammy Award-winning artist was also living the high and extreme lifestyle physically. At the peak of his stardom in the 1960s and 1970s, Harris's alcohol addiction was no longer a secret. Stardom and fortune have unplugged him from self-control. After a long fall into the habit of alcohol addiction, he decided to take a break. However, the break won't last for long. In 1981, he resumed back into drinking beer and substance abuse. Something tragic happened to him in 1978. He almost died of a cocaine overdose. Coming out of the incident, he decided to do away with substance abuse and focus only on alcohol. However, in August 2002, he was diagnosed with John Hodgkin's disease, and in October of the same year, he died at 72 years. Number 14. Peter O'Toole. Peter O'Toole is a legendary English actor. His lifestyle of alcoholism wasn't behind the veil. It was obvious to everyone in and outside the industry. During an interview, a reporter was curious enough to ask questions about the actor's deep addiction to booze. He asked whether the actor had appeared on the movie set drunk. The question might look quite unpleasant, but O'Toole had a perfect answer for the question. He rather gave a bold answer, saying, "The answer to that is not only drunk, but deliberately so." How strange does that sound? No wonder the alcohol lifestyle almost got him killed. The doctor advised him to choose to drink or continue living. Medical reports from the 70s revealed that alcohol had eaten through O'Toole's stomach, and quitting is his only lifesaver. He had no option but to quit. He gave up drinking in 1975 and transitioned to the use of substances. He died on December 14, 2013, after battling with stomach cancer. Number 13. Humphrey Bogart. Do you remember Humphrey Bogart, also known as Bogey? He is regarded as one of the cultural icons. No wonder he was selected as the greatest male star of classic American cinema. Beyond the glitz and glamour on screen and stage, the Casablanca star struggles with alcohol addiction. Bogey was a big fan of scotch. He acquired a taste for the liquor during his early 40s. Bogey's popular quote is, "The problem with the world is that everyone in it is 3 drinks behind." Alcohol is not just a drink to him, it is a prescription. He always received a scotch and water every time he was on set. However, Bogey's careless lifestyle didn't go without a repercussion. He developed esophageal cancer as a result of his smoking and drinking habits. The cancer made him a shadow of himself. By the time of his death, his weight was just 36 kilograms. The effect of his careless life destroyed him. Number 12. Robert Newton. Robert Newton is another prominent English actor who fell into the bad habit of excessive drinking. Newton grew an uncontrollable desire for alcohol, which became a major issue for him in taking movie roles, as directors were careful to put him on movie projects due to the fear of instability. Before being cast in Around the World in 80 Days, a contract was signed prohibiting Newton from consuming alcohol and maintaining sobriety while on set. He kept to the contract terms, but once the production came to an end, he went to the bar for a drinking marathon. The effect of this erratic life registered in his finances, and he was declared bankrupt on September 1954. His level of alcoholism became chronic, leading to his death on the 25th of March, 1956, at the age of 50. Number 11. Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck believed the popular saying, "Drink away your pain." However, the opposite happened. Alcohol brought him more pain and almost wrecked his career. The Batman star grew up with a father who was often drunk. As Affleck continued to grow older, he realized that alcohol addiction is a family thing. He said, "There is a lot of alcoholism and mental illness in my family. The legacy of that is quite powerful and sometimes hard to shake." Affleck's brother also shares in this big struggle. However, Affleck didn't leave his alcohol habit unattended. He checked into rehab 3 times. The last was in 2018. Following his last rehab stint, he has remained low-key on the subject of alcoholism. We only wish he had come over this time. Number 10. Bradley Cooper. Bradley Cooper is an esteemed producer and actor. You may remember him from Guardians of the Galaxy and the Hangover trilogy. Bradley Cooper's fall into alcoholism started when he acted in the role of Will Tippin in ABC's Alias alongside Jennifer Garner. He had issues with the movie, feeling that his career was on a downward spiral. The effect of this unpleasant experience was slipping into depression and suicidal thoughts. He believed the only way out of this difficult moment was to turn to alcohol and abuse substances. A wrong choice for him. In 2012, he went public about his alcohol struggle and addiction. He has been in this struggle since his 20s, and by his 29th years, he realized that he had to fight the struggle. He got himself a session in a rehabilitation center. The process was able to drag him out of the hole of addiction. Several years later, he took pride in overcoming the dark moment. Number 9. Andre the Giant 03-108. Andre the Giant is a French professional wrestler and actor. His great size due to gigantism is dubbed the 8th wonder of the world. The Giant also had issues with alcohol. It is more or less like his big size influenced his thirst for alcohol. During an interview with David Letterman in 1984, he stated that he drank 119 beers in one sitting. Other times, he was reported to take 156 beers in one night. In preparing for a fight, he could gulp down 6 bottles of wine and many bottles of beer. No wonder he acts so erratically in the wrestling ring. Records have it that he drinks 7,000 calories worth of booze every day. What could be bigger? Unfortunately, he died of congestive heart failure on January 28, 1993, at age 43. Number 8. Dennis Price. Dennis Price was an actor and the son of a brigadier general. Naturally, he was expected to join the army like his father, but he found purpose in something different. He took on an acting role, and in a short time, he reached stardom. Behind the joy and celebration of being a big actor lie other negatives that flow with the tide. By the 50s, Price had slipped into severe alcoholism. This new habit caused friction in his career. Alongside alcoholism, he was also battling with homosexuality. These issues led to separation from his wife, Joan Schofield, in 1939. Adding to the struggle, his career nosedived. He died at age 58 of cirrhosis of the liver, an effect of alcohol addiction. Number 7. Anthony Hopkins. Anthony Hopkins is recognized as one of Britain's most renowned and prolific actors. The 2-times Oscar winner also had a moment of struggle with alcohol intake. In 2018, Hopkins was recounting his early days of alcohol addiction to a group of students at the University of California. He admitted that it was difficult to work with him early in his stage career. At this time, you often come across him in a hangover mode. He started having an afterthought of his toxic lifestyle after driving a car while drunk. The incident could have led to his death because he virtually didn't know what he was doing with the steering wheel. He realized that a similar thing was ongoing in his life. Drinking was like driving his life without direction. The Welsh actor had a total separation from booze on December 29, 1975. 50 years later, he is still counting his years of success. Number 6. Robert Shaw. Robert was the big actor in Steven Spielberg's shark thriller movie in 1975. Robert Shaw struggled with alcoholism for most of his life. He was known for drinking when on set. This terrible habit became a significant issue in the movie Jaws. Shaw's struggle with alcoholism culminates in his death at 51 years old. He died of a heart attack while driving home. Number 5. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore grew up in a family that had issues with alcohol addiction. She recounted that her grandfather drank himself to death. Her aunt and father also had struggles with alcohol. Barrymore also had her share of the experience. She slipped into excessive alcohol intake after facing a difficult time following her divorce. This was not her first time battling with addiction. She once struggled with it as a teenager. Then she decided to break out of the family alcohol business and be free. She took her kids as motivation for her decision. She wanted to be a good mother for them. Barrymore accepts the sacrifice and undergoes therapy for recovery. The good thing is that she succeeded. Number 4. Daniel Radcliffe. You remember Daniel Radcliffe, the young magician boy in Harry Potter. As you were enjoying the movie, Radcliffe was having a serious struggle to keep up with his role. He resorted to heavy drinking to keep up with the fame. He said that he once went to work while drunk, yet he kept his record clean of not drinking while on set. Number 3. William Holden. William Holden is an Oscar-winning actor. Fame came with his evil. During the rise of his career, he developed an addiction to alcohol. Alcohol became his source of inspiration, what he takes to pull himself together before going for another scene. However, his alcohol intake got to an extreme point. He leapt out of a 10-story window and almost fell off, if not for a last-minute rethink. However, a second chance did not show up for him on November 12, 1981. After his drinking escapade, he slipped on a rug in his St. Monica apartment, hitting his head on a night table. After a series of careless self-medication, he bled to death 30 minutes later due to the severity of the cut. Number 2. Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi was a Hungarian-born actor who starred in numerous horror movies. His fast-rising movie career was shadowed by a lifestyle of uncontrollable alcohol consumption. The movie producer began to reconsider casting him in a movie project due to his uncontrollable behavior. This gave his acting career a massive blow. In a short time, he was forgotten by Hollywood and resorted to very low-class movie production. The story of Bela Lugosi narrates how uncontrolled habits can lead to a big career catastrophe. Number 1. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner gained a wide reputation in the 1950s and 60s as the goddess of the silver screen. Her beauty is captivating, and her acting was top-notch. However, she also shared low moments with alcohol addiction. Gardner's favorite drink is Beefeater Gin. She also takes other alcohol brands. Adding to her bad habit, she was also addicted to smoking cigarettes. Ava died of bronchopneumonia on January 25, 1990, at age 67. Among the celebrities on the list, is there anyone whose life of alcoholism surprised you? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Click on the next video on your screen to get more Hollywood celebrities' secrets.